Oh, that was 10. Empty. Still have one. Somehow I fit 11 in there. Alright, so I decided to move up into the far back of the range where we have pavement versus down there, which is actually just a giant field of mud that I was standing in, and I was worried about the tripod and everything, with the camera being super wobbly, so on and so forth. So take all this off before we, you can see it's fogging up already. Alright, so what are we talking about today? Today we are talking about the Shadow Systems DR920. So in a previous video, we did the MR920, which is basically a Glock clone of the Glock 19. This right here is a Glock 17 clone. So this is the DR920 combat version. There is also an elite version. The big difference, the elite version is got some serrations up here for a better grip when you're doing this, versus the combat does not have that. It is MOS ready, so take that blank off plate, you can put on a hollow sun or whatever pistol optic floats your boat today. It will fit the majority of them, of quality optics. Right on the website, it pretty much will list everything this can take. Alright, this is actually not a Glock 17 mag, it's the magazine that goes with this, but the Glock 17 mags still work. So we're going to do like we always do. We are going to start at the front end, work our way back, and talk about the overall aesthetics of the gun, how it feels, so on and so forth. This one does have a brass barrel versus the black nitride, so it does look cooler. You can buy the one with just the black nitride, but this has got the little grooves that are cut out of it for heat dispersion. It's supposed to help cool the barrel down faster. I just got finished shooting the iteration you're going to see throughout the video, and yeah, the gun is not hot, but it is warm to the touch. Plus the humidity today is crazy. So toward the end I was wearing gloves because my hand was slipping a little bit. So let's get into the nitty-gritty, the nuts and bolts. Again, it's a Glock 17 clone, so it's basically everything you want to have done to a Glock 17. If you buy a stock Glock 17, you're going to want to get serrations done on the slide, have the guide spring, guide rod, all that stuff tricked out so it's a little easier to rack. Whether it's an MOS or not, this one's pre-cut. It does have a night sight up front versus the back is just plain Jane. The trigger on it pretty much feels like a stock Glock trigger. We'll get into that. It's got a blade safety, all that good stuff, and it does come with an accessory rail. Because when you're getting into the CR920, which is the compact version of this, I'd have to take a look at ours, but I don't think it has that accessory rail, which to me is important because flashlights and stuff. Alright, so caliber wise, it is 9x19. Can't go wrong with that. 9mm, perfect. action is obviously a striker fire. There is no hammer. It is basically single action. This particular version is not ambidextrous, so if you are left-handed, there is nothing over here. Unfortunately, it is a right-handed world, so this is going to be built for a right-handed person. And there is no cutout here, so you can't even just move the slide catch over to here, so on and so forth. So I just took a look, and it's not there. All right. Its overall weight, obviously empty, is 23 ounces versus the Elite is going to be 22.4 ounces. So you're saving a little bit of weight, but really it's insignificant overall. Yeah, the frame, it says textured polymer. The texture on this is okay for what it is, but on days like this, humidity was really high. My hand was slipping a little. I could feel it. So I would probably just basically use skateboard tape just to ensure that I have a better grip if I was doing it barehanded, or wear gloves. It does have gas pedals already built in. It has decent serration and a nice little ledge for your thumb. So when you're holding it, you get your thumb right on there, dig it in, and it's really going to help it's really going to help with that muzzle. Okay, since we live in Connecticut, the barrel length itself is going to be 7 3/4 unthreaded. If it is a threaded barrel, because you live in a state where you can have a threaded barrel, then it's only going to be 5 1/4 inches. But you're in Connecticut, you can't have threaded barrels on pistols, so 7 3/4 is it, and that's what you're seeing jet out from there, the extra bit of barrel. Your slide material is 17.4 stainless steel. The trigger pull is going to be 4.5 pounds to 5 pounds. Now, a stock Glock from the factory, they're going to tell you it's anywhere between 5 to 7 pounds. So I just always tell everybody, standard Glock, it's going to be 6 pounds. All right. That being said, let's go to the trigger since we're talking about it right now. There you go, nice and empty. All right, so it does have a blade safety. There is a little bit of uptake. You're at the wall, and it breaks. All right, let's try that reset. Not bad. I've had worse. It's not the greatest. It'll get the job done. I did notice when I was shooting, the trigger was fine. I did not have a problem with it whatsoever. Unlike some other guns that I've shot, like Rugers and all that, where the trigger is just really odd. It's squishy. It doesn't feel good. This one, at least, when you take it to the wall and then you apply pressure, it is a very, very clean break. So you definitely can feel it. Other ones, when you break, it's soft, and like a P320, like my P320, when you dry fire it, you get to that wall and you pull, it's softer. This definitely, it has a crisp break on it, so you definitely know that you are breaking that wall. So, the weather has been raining for the past couple of days, and obviously I came down here to train, film the video, and you can hear the rain of mud all around me. So yeah, so I get pelted with mud. There you go. That's the price you pay for training. So when it comes to ammo capacity in a normal state, this will hold 17 plus 1. You're in Connecticut, the magazine's going to be capped at 10 plus 1 for 11. This magazine has been used a lot, and I was able to accidentally force an 11th round into it. It definitely barely fit. Again, I had to really muscle it in there, so 10 is comfortable and smooth. I don't suggest trying to ramrod that 11th round in. All right, but if you live in a free state, well, you hold up to 17 plus the 1 in the chamber. Okay, your sights are pretty standard. It is a green outline tritium sight up front for night shooting, and then the back sight is just solid black serrated. So it's pretty easy to do the equal height, equal light thing. Basically, the little green ball, I just bury it down in the back of the rear sight, and you're golden. The distance that I was shooting at today, aiming, not as important. It was very close. It was about 5 yards max. Yes, I was getting a good sight picture on it, but it wasn't perfect. I wasn't sitting there lining it all up like, okay, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. But it was get the sight picture almost perfect and just get that round off. All right, I know you're probably going to beat me up in the comments about that being wrong, but the way I see it, if you're training for certain scenarios, sometimes you're just not going to have time to aim. You're just going to basically point the gun and shoot. All right. Now, it says that the barrel finish is black nitride. This one is not. This has the bronze barrel, which we already talked about. I think I said brass. It's bronze. All right. I just refer to it as the gold barrel, but it is bronze, which is an option. A lot of the Shadow Systems that we sell in store are going to be black nitride, but on their website you can get the bronze barrel. Overall, it's not a bad gun. Its price point is going to be a little more expensive than your standard Glock 17, but well worth every penny of it, just because you are getting all the upgraded features that most people spend a lot of money on afterward upgrading their standard stock Glock. So once again, I'm down here, no shot timer. So just a quick bill drill, 6 on that center target, then I got 4 on the outside. So 6 for the bill drill, and then the last 4, I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we'll see how that goes. See if I can give you guys a little better angle. All right. Yeah, we'll time it afterward and post at it. That being said, we do have these for sale in store, so if you're interested, you can stop by. If you're not in the market to buy, again, this is our rental. So if you want to try it out, come on down. You can rent it for the day, 10 bones, and then obviously you just have to buy the ammo off the shelf, so on and so forth. There's not much else really to go into detail about the DR920, and that's all I really have to say about this Shadow Systems. It's good. Right, it's very much like the MR 920. I almost said Mr. 920. It does come with a flared magwell. This version. So while running the drills that you saw, I was utilizing this is my gun belt, one of my gun belts. I was utilizing the Alien Gear Glock 17 holster. Fits perfectly. It's good. Made in America. And the reason I'm bringing it up is if you are in the market for a new holster and you are looking for a good deal, for the foreseeable future, these are 25% off. All you have to do is when you come in, buy one of our Alien Gear holsters, let them know you saw the video and you want to use promo code holster25, and it's going to take 25% off all Alien Gear holsters that you're purchasing. If you happen to come in and purchase a Glock 17 Alien Gear holster and you look inside and you see it scratched up a little bit, that was me, because that's the holster. I am not gonna hold on to this. I just use it for demo purposes, so I am putting it back in its box. So winner chicken dinner, you'll get a holster that I used. Inside the box, for this Alien Gear cloak holster, it's got the standard paddle, and then it comes with a different type of paddle. So that's also in here. And I'm just gonna get this out of the way. I'm gonna move this all the way to the back. Put this back on here. And we're gonna close it up. Yep. Designed for a Glock 17, Glock 22, Glock 31, or Glock 37. It is a right hand mod out of the waistband holster. Alien Gear cloak. There you go. It's gonna be on the shelf. Maybe you'll find it. Maybe you'll be the proud owner of that one that I used out here for the YouTube video. All right, that's all we have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys on the range. You all have a wonderful day.